Hey everyone, and welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Derek Bittner, and I'm joined today by Matt of Tails Channel to discuss the reveal of the third playable character in Sonic Forces, a customizable avatar. So Matt, what was your reaction to this announcement?
Bubsy looks a little different. I don't know what's going on there. He's red now. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a little odd. He's wearing glasses. I guess his eyesight's going. Something's going on there.
Got some glasses. No, Watch Dogs looks fantastic, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how they just immediately popped it out there. It's like, nope, you can customize them. Here's your different shoes. Here's your different glasses. And he just jumps right into it. And I wasn't sure how to react to this because on one hand, it's brilliant in one way. But then there's these moments in the trailer that are really cheesy, like him baring his teeth and then like, look how cool he is, guys. He wrapped up 3 of these giant egg robots so the two Sonics can take him down. Isn't he cool, guys? And I was like, that may be a little unsure. But then the rest sort of, I got a better idea of what to think about it just because of the sheer fact that, holy crap, there's a lot of customization here.
Nah, it definitely looks cool. I love the Chow backpacks that they got in the customization sections. That's so cool. But for the trailer itself, like, I can't imagine like any other way they could have revealed this. I mean, I think they had to reveal this right. You know what I mean? Like, just thinking about how OCs are kind of depicted and kind of the Sonic fan base and the internet in general, you know, it's got that bad stigma. You know what I mean? So I think here they did a pretty well job at like showing it off. Like, of course, there were some moments where I was like, why? Like the teeth thing, like the teeth, oh god. But like everything else seemed pretty good. Like, I love personally like the way he did the zip line or whatever it was out of his wrist, and then he like tangled the egg robos or something like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely did a good job of like just getting him out there, showing him off, and getting just that little bit of gameplay to show off how he's different. And the press release that Sega released, obviously, really sort of showed how different he is because he's able to use gadgets based on Wispins, and we even see that in the trailer where I guess the Wisp goes into his wrist attachment or whatever, and he's doing the burst thing kind of like Sonic, except it's actually going out of his wrist and he's doing his multiple jumps like that, and it looks pretty cool. Like, if you're going to bring back the Wisps, it's great to see them actually evolve the concept rather than just sort of jackhammer it in there like they did with Sonic Lost World.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like with me, I always thought Wisp kind of slowed down the gameplay. You get what I mean, right?
Oh yeah.
And it kind of just put it to a pause. But in this like gameplay footage with the custom hero, it just looks like it continues the gameplay. It doesn't like stop it. It like keeps it moving, and that's what I really like the flamethrower and kind of the burst thing he kind of did with the Wispon or whatever it is. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, they did a good job of presenting him, and I don't know, making him feel different. Like, again, the whole gadget gameplay and keeping it 2D and like doing all those crazy swings and whatnot, and I guess showing off like him taking out like, what is it, 6 robots lined up at once so he could kill them all with the flamethrower. It's like, okay, they are really trying to show just how cool your character is.
I think they did okay. They did a neat job. I can't imagine how they would have done it any different way. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think, like, how could they have done it? And I don't know. Like,
I honestly couldn't tell you either, just because it's, and they kind of did this, was just like it's shifting, but to see it actually in the cutscene, I'm very curious what, like, they said that your character has a major part in the story. Now comes the questions of, is it going to be a silent protagonist? Are you going to be able to pick voices for your character and they're actually going to interact? Or is it going to be silent and sort of like Sonic, classic Sonic, where you're talking to him and you get little like thumbs up or whatever to respond? And yeah, you're there. You're just sort of in the background.
Actually, here's a dank leak from Sega themselves. The whole game is mute. Like, there's no audio whatsoever. Like, there's no volume. I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I would like to see him have a voice. If he doesn't have a voice, whatever. Or I mean,
I don't know. I hope he has a voice as well, if only because if classic Sonic is still quiet like he was in Sonic Generations, then then Modern Sonic's essentially talking to himself. So you'll need like the other characters there to sort of give him somebody to bounce off of, and I think that could make things a little awkward in the cutscenes, depending on how they treat them. I can see them having like 3 or 4 voice options, and just having them fully voiced for minuscule things throughout the gameplay. But yeah, it's really hard to say off the top, right off the bat. But otherwise, the customization seems pretty fleshed out.
Oh yeah, they have so many options, man, and the different like species of the characters that you can make. That's pretty cool. Like, I love the bunny. I think the bunny. You saw the picture, right?
Oh yeah.
I thought that bunny looked pretty great. I might just make a bunny, honestly. But
make Jazz Jackrabbit.
Oh man, but like the customization looks pretty. Again, the Chow backpack, man, that just speaks to me. It speaks to me, man.
Well, that's the great thing, is that this really, like, with all those items, like, all of a sudden, like, just going off the top of my head, like, what could the red rings unlock? Well, they could unlock more customizable options and have like here's another set of stuff or stuff like that. Like, just by having those customizable options, there's so many different ways that they could treat the unlocks in this game and actually make them feel worthwhile. So you're working towards some of these cooler items where you can make your character look more like Tails or Blaze or what have you, in order to really, I don't know, because everybody likes having that sort of stuff from their favorite character. Like, man, I really like Mighty. I'd like to dress up like Mighty, and there you go. That kind of thing. So yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, you talked about how you have different species. I really like the idea that it's not just cosmetic. Each one of the species has their own ability.
Yep.
Like the wolf can draw in rings when he's near them. The rabbit is invincible for longer after taking damage. The cat keeps 1 ring after being hit. The dog...
I think that's funny, because the 9 lives.
Oh, right. That's where that comes. Oh, that makes so much sense. That's beautiful. I'm not sure how that works for the dog, with him restarting with 5 rings after he dies, but okay. The bear is interesting, because that's how you get the homing attack, otherwise. The bird also, you get yourself a double jump, and then the hedgehog collects rings when you're getting damaged. And it's so brilliant that they decided to pop in the hedgehog, because, let's be honest, most original Sonic characters are Sonic. Like, what is the classic one? The Xenos and all that. Or...
You got Cold Steel, man, and nothing personnel, but I think that's pretty good, you know.
That is true. What was the one from the Archie comics? It was all green and whatnot. I haven't read
Scourge.
You can recreate Scourge in this game now. Get him that leather jacket and whatnot. I'm sure they'll have something close to that. Like, they even have the Kamina glasses from Gurren Lagann.
They do?
Yeah, didn't you see that?
I didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah, they have the spiky glasses that go across, and it's
oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty neat.
It's pretty cool. So you're right. So right now you're feeling the rabbit as your OC. I gotta say, looking based purely on abilities, we haven't seen all the designs yet. I kind of like the bird and having the ability to double jump. I think that's pretty cool. So we'll see what I can.
Yeah, that would be neat.
Make.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like how it does create a different experience, and I'm curious whether I doubt you can change your species after you start the game. But again, being able to just customize whenever and do whatever you'd like, it really does add a little bit more to the game than it would otherwise have, I think.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of Sonic fans really wanted this. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. And I mean, I could see like the positives and the negatives, obviously. Like, the negatives are the stigma around fan characters, but the positives are like, it made a lot of people really happy, right? Mm-hmm. And I guess at the end of the day, that's what makes this, fun and interesting. And like, I mean, it looks pretty decent. Like, it's a little cringe because, the whole entire stigma around the fan characters, like Sonichu and stuff like that. But like, when you really think about it, I mean, it's not that bad. And I don't think like they did it in a bad way. There's a ton of customization options. Like, I can't stress enough how I love the Chow backpack. I can't. It's so good. And the different abilities for the species are pretty cool. I mean, the rabbit looks... I love the rabbit. And I don't know, just everything in general. I mean, I think they did this the best possible way they could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really, I mean, the longer I think on it, the more it seems that way. And I think the brilliance of the idea just, again, keeps coming to the forefront. Because, yeah, you can make your own character and you can go as in-depth as you want to, but I don't think it'll hurt anything. And it's a way to add a new character without adding a new character, you know, because they've already gotten so much criticism over the years about so many Sonic side characters, and who cares about Sonic friends from the bigger sites and all that stuff. But I honestly was kind of looking forward to, like, oh man, maybe Tails could actually be playable. And I feel a little embarrassed from my analysis of the previous Sonic Forces trailer, where I was like, I wonder if it could be Anton based on the ears and whatnot. Like I was going like, wouldn't that be crazy? But it kind of looks like Tails, but I can't see his tails. Could he be mutilated or something like that? How dark are they going with this story? And all these
Tails dies, man.
Yeah, Tails dies.
Tails dies.
Man, you're out of a channel. You're in trouble.
Oh man, rip.
Yeah.
I mean, my channel was already dead, and now the character's now gonna die too, so.
There you go. But yeah, I wasn't sure how dark they would go, and now and thinking back to it, it's like, nice swerve on me, because it would have been cool to see at least some of those ideas, but to have it be somebody original and just customize it whatever, and a good swerve by just actually choosing an animal and not having it be just a Malforce, like a blob that it could be anything. But no, that really did hide the secret that, hey, this is the third playable character is basically you, and yeah, just seeing where they go from here. Like I'm really excited to see how well deep into the well they dig for the customizable items. But what are your any other thoughts on this crazy Avatar reveal?
As they said in the first trailer, man, join the resistance, you know? I think that was kind of the giveaway that this might happen. And I saw a lot of people on Twitter kind of like, is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Like, are we going to be able to make an OC or something? Like, I saw the crazy ones like Antoine. Like, when has a Sonic comic character ever been in a game besides Spinball? Yeah, that was sort of my point. Like, it makes no sense, but you're fine.
I got nothing.
I saw Bubsy, which was funny.
No, people really got on the Bubsy thing, and it is a bit of a shame not having a Bobcat as one of the. I guess the closest we can get is probably the wolf with the dog.
You could probably make like an orange wolf, right?
Yeah, something like that.
You get pretty close.
There has to be a way.
What else did I see? I saw Skinny Big the Cat, which I would have loved. That would have been great. Mm-hmm. Skinny Big the Cat is the best character, by the way, guys. And if you don't think so, you are incorrect. I'm sorry. It's just a fact. And I don't know. I saw a lot of other crazy ones, but I think this is fine. I mean, it's the best possible way they could have revealed an original character for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, and it really, I mean, let's be honest. I know we're mainly considered a Nintendo channel. I'm honestly thinking I'll probably end up getting this on the PS4. But for those who get it on the Switch and having that share button, like the take images and post it immediately to Twitter.
Oh my god.
The internet is going to be flooded with OCs from the Switch once it comes out.
I can't wait. Honestly, I'm thinking it's going to be two things. One, the people are going to take it super seriously, and kudos to you, like, that's fine. And then the people who are going to make so many great memes, just fantastic, juicy memes that are just going to be on Twitter all the time, and it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, we'll see how far they go with this, and what Sega can do. I don't have Nintendo on the mind. What are you talking about? Shut up. But yeah, seeing what Sega can do for this, and we'll see if it's a one-off thing or if it's something that is now just a permanent fixture. Now they'll just find a way to keep putting in this the Avatar along with a classic Sonic. So I guess that is my one big concern as far as how they're going to be splitting up the gameplay styles. Unless modern Sonic is only in 3D now, classic Sonic is only has his 2D stuff. Or sort of, well, basically like how it was before, but 3D Sonic. Yeah. But modern Sonic could have 2D sections in Sonic Generations. That's what I'm talking about. But then how do you differentiate the Avatar character? Well, give him some gadgets and wisp abilities, I suppose. But again, I'm not sure how different that'll feel from classic Sonic. So there's still some questions here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be playable at E3, so I'm looking forward to checking it out there.
Gonna be at E3 too. I can't wait to see you there.
Oh
man.
yeah,
we're gonna meme it up. Let's grab lunch. let's just meme it.
Yeah, we'll see if I actually get out of the newsroom this time. I was locked away, and I'm looking at what's happening with Nintendo saying that they're gonna have Treehouse announcements. Like, oh, you SOBs, I'm gonna get trapped in there again.
For people who have never been to E3 before, it's a lot crazier than you would expect. It's like kind of. It's fun in games, right? But it's also like you're there for business, right? You're there to cover stuff and look at new games and stuff like that. It gets kind of crazy sometimes. I remember, oh my god, I'm sorry I'm getting off topic.
Oh, that's
but
all right.
The Breath of the Wild line.
Oh yeah,
insane. It was like a Disney line.
Yeah,
it was like going to a ride at Disney. It took hours.
Oh yeah, because I remember my last day to try to get into Zelda, I was trying to actually play it. I was in line. I was sort of squeaking my way up forward so I could make the mad dash to it. But then I got there, and all the people from other booths were already lined up. And I was like, where I got in at, I was basically looking at, I would have gotten to play with it. I just would have had to wait there all day and do nothing else. It's like, I can't do that. I'm going to try out other stuff. And I'm a little worried for E3 this year because they are allowing non-industry people in. They actually did announce that they sold out on the tickets. So it's going to be a little bit busier this year with a lot more lines, especially for the big games like Mario Odyssey and Sonic Forces and other stuff like that. So good luck.
But yeah, Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see more soon.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer. And Sega definitely caught me off guard. I was like, when they said, I saw them announce, like, say, hey, tomorrow. I'm like, I wonder if the Nintendo Direct's going to be tomorrow and they're going to have something attached to that. And nothing came of it. So I'm like, well, okay, wonder what's going on. And then they just, out of nowhere, like, I have no idea what the occasion was, but here it is. So there you go. So yeah, overall, I think it should be fun. There's nothing about it yet that makes me go, this is a terrible idea. So far, I can only really see the positives, and you know what? Just let people have fun with it, go crazy with their customizable characters, and see what we can really do.
I was sure the internet was going to implode after this happened, but everyone's taking it a lot calmer than I think they were going to, honestly. Like, obviously, you got the memes and stuff like that, but a lot of people seem really, happy with the idea. And I mean, that's cool. And I'm happy with the idea too. Like, it doesn't look bad. Like, I was hoping it wasn't gonna look bad, and it doesn't. Like, it looks pretty fun, and the gameplay looks fun and interesting, and I can't wait to see more.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to finally going hands-on with it, getting a better idea, and it's crazy to think that it's pretty close to release just this holiday sometime. I'm sure we'll probably get a release date announcement soon enough.
But don't forget Sonic Mania.
Oh yeah,
I'm so excited.
I'm really looking forward to Sonic Mania and cannot wait to see more. I still haven't got the chance to play that yet either. Like, come on, Sega, release the demo. Just put it out there so I can play it. Alright, well I think that covers it for our Sonic Forces discussion, so thank you for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to like us on Facebook and Twitter at GameXplain. And Matt, where can they find you at?
You can find me at Tails Channel on Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff, and you can find me at different conventions as well. I'm going to MomoCon, Too Many Games, and I will see you there. That sounds exciting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm missing out on MomoCon, but I'll definitely see you for Too Many Games.
Sweet.
Yep.
Man, that's awesome.
And of course, make sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Sonic and other things gaming too. Until next time, bye.